What is going on, fire signs? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. And also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. And with all that said, let's see what is happening in your energy. Alright, let's see what's going on in your love lives and all of that. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Alright, fire signs. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Ooh, strength. I know you probably can't see it right now. It will focus. It's just being crazy because it's very light in here. It's very bright in here. Well, it's actually really not. It's just my camera. It's like acting absolutely insane. Oh, that's right. So underlying energy is the Seven of Wands. Nice. Okay, so there's a bit of defensive energy, but this tells me that you have the higher ground. Okay, so there may be some things that you may be, defensive about, but it's okay, right? Because you got the higher ground. You have the opportunity to see above all. So what's underneath here? The Two of Swords. I feel like you guys have made a decision, probably went through a difficult situation, came out of it with your wand up high, ready to start swinging. So let's get into it, eh? Move this deck here. I don't know why it's all sprawled like that, but you know, my clarifying deck, love it. Now, the current situation that you got going on here and what's crossing, we'll talk about that in a moment. You have the strength card. So for some of you guys may be braving it out, going through a little bit of a difficult situation, and maybe feeling a little raw, but at the end of the day, you guys are pushing through. It's kind of like that whole thing, like pushing through. You got this. Now, the thing that's keeping you guys, though, this kind of obstacle that you have going on right now, is this Page of Pentacles. So there's a lot of boring work ahead of you, right? And I feel like there's just some things that you may be missing as well regarding some sort of offer. Maybe there could have been some offer here that you may be a bit defensive about, or altogether, right? There could be that there's just a lot of looking at the details and not really coming to any conclusion regarding to what you've got. Right, you're pushing through, but I don't think anything is like materializing, if that makes sense. For some of you guys, it's just like really hard to make things come into play. Now, in the past here, you have the Star card that's talking about hope, healing. So, yeah, in the past, I think you guys were seriously going through some healing energy. You guys were really healing from something because you have strength coming up. When strength comes up, it talks about going through something very difficult. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have gone through something, a little bit trying and turbulent, right? And I feel like you guys came out on the other side, okay? I really do, because you have here the Eight of Pentacles in your presence. So a lot of you guys are really focused on something, focused on work. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, as far as relationships go, you guys are really focusing on making things work, or like really trying to build something that can last you a long time. Like you're trying to build abundance within your relationship. I really feel that. But in the future, you have the sun, so things have become a little bit more clear for you. Actually, very clear in a way. And you guys are able to walk down that path to happiness. And I really like this because considering that you guys have been in a very, distressed place, I think there may be some things you may be overlooking, as the Page of Pentacles may suggest, okay? So the defensiveness is about what exactly, what decision you've made or what sort of difficult situation that's kind of erupted. And it probably has a lot to do with what might have been lost in the past. Okay, and this can suggest, right, some things that may have hurt you, something that was very close to your heart, like something that may have, that may have invested a ton of time into. All right, but the thing here is, right, and not all is lost. It shows that. It says that here the Two of Cups is something that can still be utilized to build whatever you need to build. You have like everything that you need still. It may not feel like it at the moment, but it definitely does. And it's like the advice, the goal and ambition is to be able to move on, to be able to see something from a different perspective, or be able to move on from a situation that that's no longer there, or no longer able to be, functional. So I feel like right now there is this thing that you're pushing through. You got a lot of stuff going for you, right? But it's all about. I don't think there's anything. Like, I think the only thing that not necessarily that you may be missing, but perhaps, but it's like you're doing the hard work. You're trying to rebuild yourself in a way. So of course you're going to be defensive. But at the end of the day, right? This is the part that's going to, like, it's still there. It's still kind of hurting. And I feel like the Page of Pentacles is probably, like, definitely highlighting the big thing that's, that does require the most tender love and care. It's the most, which is your emotions, is how you feel. Right? Now, the Page of Pentacles can indicate that there's some tedious and boring work, right? But I also feel like, that you guys are doing that, obviously, with the Eight of Pentacles, right? But I really feel like where you guys go from here on out, it really doesn't matter until you understand how you feel, until you know what you feel, because of this five of cups that's in your best path to follow. Releasing this, letting this go, just kind of letting it, finally heal, right? Of course, you don't ever want to forget this. Maybe, right? You don't want this to ever happen again. You won't let it happen again. And if for some of you guys, like if anybody has the opportunity to get close to you, that's why you probably have a very defensive sort of energy regarding this. But you have the higher ground regarding it. You know what happened here. If some of you that may not know what happened, you understand what you will do differently. Boundaries that you'll be putting up to protect yourself. Of course, low enough to allow people in, right? But not like the Nine of Wands, where that's the whole wall, nobody's able to get through. But you have some sort of boundaries to know that, hey, these are what this is the filter I'm allowing people to come through. If you fit this sort of criteria, if we connect in this way, and you understand and respect my boundaries, we're good, right? And I feel like that's what it is to, honestly, not only just to appreciate what happened here, not necessarily saying like appreciate being hurt, because that's not what I'm saying, y'all. Like, understand what you're feeling and just honor that, right? But also to know that you have things you can still work with. You have boundaries to create to protect you at all times. There's still a lot more to go. The Eight of Pentacles coming up here. There's still a bit more to go here, but the sun is in your future. That talks about happiness coming in. That talks about the sun shining. There's clarity in a situation. And I really see that for you guys. I really do. And I really want that for you guys as well. And the best way to see it, right, is by looking very closely at the details. If it's crossed right now, it's perhaps, there's not a lot of looking at the details. Just kind of looking at things at a very surface level, right, at a very bigger picture. But maybe there's some things that may need to be fine-tuned closely. Especially when it comes to love, especially when it comes to work, things like that, or whatever got your backup or defense mechanism up, right? The Queen of Swords is underneath here too, so that indicates that there was you guys could have been a little bit more fierce, right? You guys could have been like super, like, not playing anymore. Some of you guys were just like way serious, no one to play with at that point. But then at the same time, you may have had to do that with someone close to you. But either way, right? This is your time to shine. The Strength card is showing that, and you guys have come a long way. It shows it here. And all you gotta do is keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, keep doing the best that you can. You're doing the best that you can here, with your foundation being the star manifestation. And I like it, guys. I really do. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and following me, guys. It's been an honor to be able to, read for you guys. It really is. And I'm going to let y'all go. Alright? Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.